This podcast is sponsored by Verversity.com. Elevate your professional skills with courses designed by PhDs, powered by AI. Visit Verversity.com and start your learning journey today.
Understanding mobile app development cost. What to expect and why it varies. Wondering about mobile app development costs? Learn key factors affecting price, from app complexity to design, and smart tips to budget your project right. How much does mobile app development really cost? Hey there! So imagine you've got this fantastic idea for a mobile app. Maybe it's something to simplify your daily routine, or a new game you think everyone would love. But before you rush out and hire a development team or start fiddling with code yourself, there's one big question you've probably been wondering about. How much is it actually going to cost to develop a mobile app? Turns out, the answer isn't as straightforward as you might hope. Developing an app can be as cheap as a few $1,000s or as pricey as hundreds of thousands, depending on many factors. Let me break it down as if we were chatting over coffee. 1. What's your app's complexity? This is the biggest factor affecting cost. There are a few tiers here. Simple apps. Basic functions like a calculator or a to-do list with static screens and no complicated backend. These typically cost anywhere between $10,000 to $50,000. Moderately complex apps. Apps that require user login, integration with APIs, and maybe a database. For example, a fitness tracker that syncs with wearable devices. Expect costs to jump to the $50,000, $120,000 range. Complex apps. Think social media platforms, marketplaces, or apps with real-time messaging and advanced features like AR, VR, or heavy back-end infrastructure. These can cost upwards of $120,000 to $500,000 or more. So yeah, the more bells and whistles your app has, the deeper your pockets need to be. 2. Which platform are you targeting? Developing for iOS, Android, or both affects your budget a lot. If you want your app on both platforms, you're basically duplicating some of the work unless you go for cross-platform tools like React Native or Flutter. But keep in mind, cross-platform doesn't always mean cheaper long-term, especially if your app is complex or needs special features unique to one platform. 3. Design costs. People often overlook the design side of things, but UI/UX matters a ton. A clean, intuitive design can make or break user engagement. Design costs vary, but expect to spend around 10-20% of your total development budget here. Sometimes, it's worth investing in good designers to get that polished look and feel. 4. Development team and location. Where you hire your team can impact your budget enormously. Hiring developers in the US or Western Europe is going to cost significantly more than going for talent in Eastern Europe, India, or Southeast Asia. But cheaper doesn't always mean better. Balancing quality and cost is key. Do your homework and check portfolios and client feedback. 5. Maintenance. The app development adventure doesn't end after launch. You'll want to fix bugs, add new features, or update the app to keep up with operating system changes. Plan to spend around 15-20% of your initial development cost annually on maintenance. 6. Additional costs to consider. Back-end infrastructure like servers, databases, APIs. Third-party services, payment gateways, analytics, push notifications. App Store fees. Apple charges $99 a year, Google charges $25 one time. Marketing and launch. getting the word out can sometimes cost as much as building the app itself. Learning more, how to approach this smarter. If you're curious about how technology is developing or want to build your skill set in mobile development, there are tons of professional development opportunities you might want to check into. Online courses, adult education programs, or even distance learning can give you a solid understanding without committing to a degree up front. For example, Virversity, platform for PhD-level online courses, offers some truly impressive programs if you want to take your learning seriously. Explore courses now and see how you can enhance your expertise while balancing working life and lifelong learning. Final thoughts. At the end of the day, mobile app development cost depends on your vision, features, platforms, and ongoing needs. Before jumping in, try sketching out your idea, prioritize features, and plan your budget accordingly. This will save a lot of headaches later. Remember, the goal isn't to spend as little as possible, but to invest smartly so your app delivers real value and an enjoyable user experience. Hope this clears things up a bit. Next time you hear someone ask, "How much does it cost to make an app?" you'll be ready with some good insights.